Good evening, guys. So eventually we get to the testing of the Marantz Cinema 50 that you see there. So I wanna do this a bit differently. Everyone and their auntie and uncle has told you by now how good the Cinema 50 is, what it does. You all know specs by now. For those who do not know specs, just go Google it, or I'll give you a quick rundown. This is the new replacement for the old 6015. It is nine channels, 4 independent subwoofer outs, full 8K 60 or 4K 120 on all the HDMI ports. New GUI interface. GUI is the on-screen display that you get. All new software. Absolutely brilliant unit. And my OCD is telling me that it is sitting a bit skew. Haha. Okay, so brilliant unit, guys. Out of the bat, brilliant unit. In a nutshell, but I want to touch on a bit more. But in a nutshell, this is the new Denon 3800 with a very nice finish and a bit more musicality on music. Movie-wise, same, no difference. If you're going to want to save a bit of money, just do your movies and the odd music, Denon 3800. If you do like the finer things in life, the nicer remote, the nicer finish, the little drop-down panel, then you go for the Marantz. That's what it comes down to. Music playback on this unit is sublime. I'm going to touch a bit more on that shortly. What I want to compare this to, and I had a lot of questions about this, is on the video I did last on the Marantz 8015. A lot of you asked me Cinema 50, Cinema 40, 8015, what? Okay, so how I did this test and what it comes down to is power. So I ran this unit by itself for, what is it, 2-3 weeks since I did the unboxing, and it's a great unit. I'm running the Big Clips RF7s. Great unit, ran them no problem. Obviously when adding power you just get a bit more. It's just how it works, it's the rule, it works. So for me, going from the Marantz 8015 that was here before my demo unit, it's a bit light on power. I need a bit more power. In comes the Marantz power amplifier. So where I'm going with this, if you are starting out this hobby, get that. You'll be happy for years to come. Eventually the itch is going to bite you, as it does with this hobby. You're going to want more power. Add a power amplifier. On this unit, same as on the 6015 and previous gen 7015, if you add a power amp, now it becomes a 11.4 receiver, because it opens up the extra functionality on the unit. So where I'm going to, if you can get a previous gen 8015 like on the one I had, buy it. It's a brilliant unit. If you do want the new look and the new functionality of the 4 subwoofer outs, that to me is the biggest party piece here. The 4 discrete subwoofer outs, it's absolutely mind-blowing. When I eventually do get the Cinema 40, or I would like to have the Denon new A1H, if the price is right, I would like to get one of those, because in my big cinema I am running 4 subs, so that for me will be great. Yeah, not so much. I'm running the one DN12. I might get another DN12 later, but in this space, this is my living room. I'm never going to run 4 subs here. 4 subs is more for a discrete cinema setup. But yeah, that is a sporty piece, the 4 independent subwoofer outs. So that is my point here. If you do add a power amp to this, like I'm running the, I think that's a 6 or a 7 channel Marantz power amplifier, then this beats a 8015, because now you have the new functionality. You have the same amount of channels, although the 8015 can do 13 channels when you add a power amplifier to that. But just taking the unit by itself as a whole, this combo will beat a 8015. Now you are also going to more money than an 8015. Not new. New, if we go in a new retail of 106,000, you can acquire this combo. That's 60,000, you can get those for around 40,000, so you're on 100,000. But if you can get those Marantz for anywhere between 50 to 60,000 Rand, which is what they should be clearing for now, no brainer. Like I said to the client that purchased that unit, no brainer. For 50K, you cannot beat that unit. You never will. You can't. It's just impossible, because you can't even get into one of these. Never mind the Cinema 40, that's going to be like 80, 90K, and then you still need to afford the Marantz power amplifier on top of that. But let me tell you this, once you've done this, the new Marantzes with any power amplifier of your choice, I just like the Marantz power amplifiers. They are very good value. This is a match made in heaven. I've listened to the clips. I've had some demos with clients coming in, from the monitor audios to the Bentley acoustics. I've not had the Bowen Wilkins on you. I still want to do that. And the R700s, I must actually still do that as well. But my point being, this is sublime. The surround sound, I miss nothing from the previous units. It's amazing. The stereo is amazing. Stereo on the units itself, for me, was a bit thin. It's good, but it's a bit thin. I need that power. But as soon as you do this and you added power, it's amazing. I still feel, and it is my biggest gripe with this and the new Denon, the on-screen interfaces are still a bit slow. Yes, it's new technology. It will definitely improve. Remember, the previous Gen Tech has been around for 10 years. They ironed out all the bugs. On this, it's new. Even when you get this unit, once you get it, it's buggy. Update. As soon as you've done the update, because what did I had something, it didn't pick up my HDMI signals to my projector. Came on, came off, intermittent. Did the update, and it immediately requested, let's do the update. Do the update, fine, all sorted out. So there's still some nigglies they're sorting out, but it's, you know, it sounds United, guys. They're going to sort it out like this, so no problems. But yeah, the GUI is a bit slow, and still my same complaints I had on the 3800. When you're doing your speaker tests, that's or this way around, it's slow. On the old ones it was on this one it's next one. Why don't I like that? Because when I'm calibrating a system, I like to sit there after I've done my measurements. I'll close my eyes and I will go through, and I can hear that, and my ears are quite good. I do the measurements, but I still like to sit there and listen with my ears, and I can hear them, and I can hear this is a bit overly bright compared to the front and the rear surround. I will take this down half a dB, listen again. Half a dB, go around, increase this a bit, and my heights I can then also up a few more dBs. As a norm, most calibrations I do, the heights normally go up a bit because they sort of tame back, and depending on the subwoofer that you have or the client has, I up the bass a bit. On the bigger subs normally not, but on smaller subs I up them a bit. But point being, I use my ears to do that. And now with the intermittency, I still can, but I can't, if you know what I'm saying. It's not as quick. Where if it's quick, I can hear the sound. Where it drops, it picks up. And when there's a break, my ears get a chance to adjust, and then it comes. So it makes it a bit more difficult to me. So please, Sound United, if you guys or any of you guys are watching this video, please sort that out. It's the only bug. Other than that, the way you can do this 4 subwoofers, you can do them as tactile transducers, endless features. Hats off to Marantz, hats off to Denon. You guys have been top of the hill for a while when it comes to receivers. You just cemented it completely. Now I see the questions coming. What about Onkyo RZ50? I've not had my hands on one, but I cannot see any way that it can beat this unit. So it's going to be price dependent. Don't even ask me about the Pioneer. You know what I think about that unit. So it doesn't come close to these. I see the price on the Pioneer. They also dropped the retail hectically now. So I don't know if they were selling. I don't know if my previous video brought to light a lot of the issues. It's still a good unit if you have a bit of bucks, but not for the current prices. Get yourself into a Denon. If you have 10,000 more, get yourself into a Marantz. What I'm going to try and do now, guys, and this is going to be a little test. I had a complaint on the Bowen Wilkins video that the guys couldn't see the demos we're doing. It's not my fault, guys. It's YouTube. They just retarded when it comes to copyright. Not even music. As soon as there's a face of anyone familiar, it flags. So I can't do those demos. So what I'm going to do now, and this is going to be a test, I'm going to quickly switch over. I'm going to get my Dolby Atmos demo disc and see. I don't think Dolby is going to flag us. I hope they don't, because there's a lot of Dolby videos on YouTube available. If those guys have bought rights, I do not know. Let's find this out together. And again, guys, if I can't show certain clips, apologies. I don't want to can that whole video just because we couldn't show a certain clip. So if I can't show those clips, please take those videos as informational pieces just to show you the products, tell you about the products. But we will try our utmost best to give you audio content to listen to. I know that's what you guys enjoy. So on this one, let me try and give you a full surround sound clip. So what we will be listening to, Cinema 50. What Marantz is this? Let me tell you guys what this is. This is one of the older ones, oldie but a goodie. This is an 8003. So Cinema 50 8003. We have the Clips Big Boy Center. We have the RF 7 fronts. And for my surrounds, we have clips. Rest is all clips. Subwoofer, Definitive Tech, DN12. Still the best subwoofer at the money. Yes, it is better than the SVS. Great subs. We're getting very small stock on them. Hopefully some more comes in. I want more great subs. And then for projector, we will be using Epson TW9400. Still my budget reference projector. Screen is the budget gray well, I call it budget. This thing is bloody phenomenal. It is our in-house screen that we can do for around 10,000 Rand, which compared to other screens is super affordable. It's like a tenth of the price. So yeah, screen, Epson. For the guys in the States, if you don't know 9400, it is what you guys will call the UB, the top one, the ultra black UB 50 something. I'll put the link in the description which one it is in the States, so the numbers are different. So I'm quickly gonna pause, get my demo disc and get this up and running, guys. Okay, new remote. This one works. So let's try the Amaze demo. This one should not flag. Let's check. Volume, we will be at, let's go there. So we just almost at reference. If I put the volume up too high, the microphone must pick it up as noise and dim the volume, which we don't want. So let's test this one and check. If it can go up more, I will go up more. I'm going to do a few demos. If some of them get flagged, then I have some extra in the pockets. Okay, that sounded bloody amazing. I'm not going to touch the volume. That was good. Let's do the audio sphere. nice demo if you guys have not tried that one. It's all the surrounds, all the Atmos, it's great. Let's do leaf. Okay guys, I think out of those, hopefully, I think we should be good. I mean, there wasn't any real content that could be flagged there, but you know, then I could be wrong with YouTube. Put the lights back on. I sat there at the back, or standing at the back now. It's blooming fantastic. This really is a great unit. Again, don't have a hat, guys. Sound United hats off, great unit. So still, for those of you that want to buy the outgoing units, you still can't go wrong. You can get 7015s now, close to 50,000 Rand. You can get 8015s, 50 to 60,000 Rand. I would still say if you can get those for that money, buy those units. They're great units. You can't go wrong. 7015 has been one of my favorites for a long time. Not to mention the 8015 Holy Grail. But these are good. So if you do have extra money, it's burning a hole in your pocket, hit me up, contact one of the dealers close to you. We'll do the best deals that we can on these. And then later, if you do have the additional funds, get yourself a power amp. You might even have one lying around, which makes it even an easier choice. Great units. While I have the opportunity, I'm going to put the lights down again. Let me just show you the interface of this new unit. It's exactly the same as the Denon, but for giggles, let's go through it. So we go setup. And it's sort of a set once and forget. Well, if you can play around for a long time, but once it's set, so that's the new interface. I love it. It's nice and sleek. Going into audio, subwoofer level adjust, bass sync, parameters, D-Max, all still very much the same as it was. I do not yet see an option for D-Rack. I'm guessing that will obviously come later, somewhere in the menu. Your video, not much has changed here either. I'm thinking, no, this is all more or less the same. Your changes, let's see, inputs. Slight changes here, source levels, but not much. This is your biggest changes here, speakers. Go into manual. And your amp assignments, obviously you're going to have different different settings. I see what I meant there. The menu sometimes can be slow. I'll show you now when I do the channels. So I've got on 11.1 pre-outs on the front. So we're disconnecting the internal. It's not still running, or we're still using all that amplification. But if you were to do that and not use the additionals, they switch off completely. You can save that power for the rest of your speakers. Speaker configs, this is still the same. Just the amount of subwoofers now, if you want, you can go 4. And then you can also say standard mode, directional mode. So, and then you can also, so many settings. But me being one sub, tempts me to put in more subs. Did it change my speaker sizes now? I do not think so, because I do have my stuff set on small. Back out. We can go distances. This is still the same. Yeah, not much changed there. Levels. Oh, let me show you the delay. So you see what I'm saying, guys? It's just enough to let my ear lose track. So I would love that to be where it was. Bass. This is a big change. No, it's not here. Crossovers, same. And this is how I cross my speakers for you guys. I have 60 on the two fronts because they're big speakers. I don't want to put them as large because I still want my subs to be lifting everything below 60. Above 60 the speakers can do. I've got 80 surrounds and the rest I've got smaller because they're smaller speakers. And then my music I do full range large, but that is I do pure direct and it does that automatically. So going to speaker connections, so here you can switch on and off. Do you want speaker pre-out? This is very nifty. This is one of the features you only got on the big boy on the big boy Denon 8500. That is far over 100,000 Rand, and you're getting this now at half the price. Big up, that's awesome. This is the tactile transducer. This is where you can put tactile on and you can have butt shakers, where normally you had to do all sorts of workarounds. Now it's built into this receiver. Epic feature. Speaker presets. This is your preset 1 and 2. Alan, this is what we were talking about sooner when you were here. The A110 does not have this feature and the 8500 did not have this either. So check into that for me, please. See if you can. I'm sure you're thinking of something else, but let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. We'll put $100 on it or something. Okay, that's it basically, guys. So this is the new interface, the new features. You got your network, HEOS. Very sleek, very well done, love it. The setup assistant, if you guys aren't familiar with Denon and Marantz, it tells you how to do absolutely everything. Great. They have the best plug and play, show me how to do it setup I've ever seen. Obviously a professional will still get more out of your system, but for someone getting into the hobby, it guides you nicely, and from there you can play, tweak, and start doing little adds and differences here and there. Guys, okay, let me pop these lights back on. I think I touched on everything. We went through how it sounds, the additional of the amplifier, did some demos, hope they don't get flagged. Guys, so yeah, that's basically it. My next video, we need to wait a week. So I don't know if we're going to do something next week, but I have a massive one coming. If you guys thought the monitor audio platinum room was good, if you guys thought the Bauernwalken 800D P4 wherever we are now was good, wait to the next video. Cream of the crop, ultimate pistolresistance. I said that badly, but yes, something huge that only like 1% of us can afford. I will never be there, and even if I can be there, I don't know if I'll put my money down, but if I had it lying around wasting, yes, I would buy it. It is the most phenomenal system I've ever experienced, doing things on a level that is so unconventional. It's almost a sin, but it works. It shows you guys, I get so many guys, no, mic measurements are good to a certain point. After that, you need to sit down and listen. Something might measure great, but it sounds crap. So what good is it if you did your system according to science, but you listen with your ears, not with a microphone? So use your mic to, like I said now, what I do going around, use your mic to set up things. But if it does not sound right, play around, guys. Okay, I'm going to go off topic now. It just gets me heated under the collar. Till the next one, guys. Cheers. Bye.